so on. So thank you guys so much for being on time. I do very much appreciate it. So how about, I think we're going to go ahead and get started. I got 3 after. I usually start at 2 to 3 after, in case you're ever wondering. And I'm going to jump into this. So let me go ahead and mute everybody just real quick. So we have a clean call. And boom, we're good. All right, so I am going to pull up, what am I going to do? I'm actually going to go speaker view on you guys on Facebook Live so you can see it differently. So first and foremost, thank you guys so much for taking time out of your schedules to be on here. Obviously, I've been promoting this as hard and heavy as I can to get everybody on here. I believe this is my biggest Zoom we've done so far to date, so congratulations. And Stacy and I, we've been in the company only about 60 days. So we basically been in here about 60 days. The group's going great. I know there were a handful of people, quite a few actually, that had things at this time or were going to jump on late, and they're going to be on, they're going to be watching a replay. If you have team members that are not on here, make sure that you, at the end in the Facebook group, make sure you tag them. That way that they can see, they can watch this, okay? And put some emphasis on the importance of them getting this information, because I've got some really cool things to show you tonight, and we're going to have a good time. Let me, a lot of you guys are new. Quite a few of you are brand new. So welcome to the team. I mean, seriously, some of this is, I think there's quite a few of you. This is your very first Zoom. So we say hello. This is my awesome wife, Stacy. So Stacy, say hello to everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Very good. That's it. That's all you got is just hello. Hello, everyone. It's
like this is my first Zoom with you as well. So
we did one, the very first one we did when we were getting in.
With Cowrie.
I had to bounce the idea of, is this something we're going to do with Stacy, with Cowrie? So that's kind of how we got it together.
Right.
And I put her on there because she might look sweet and passive, but she's a firecracker. So we'll just leave it at that. And I knew that if it wasn't something we were going to, or wasn't legit, that we weren't going to do it. And she would be able to discern that pretty quickly.
Excellent.
So, all right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go into, I want you to stay here, Stace. I know I don't keep her usually on all these. I'm going to pull up a PowerPoint real quick because I took the time to make some stuff for you guys to see tonight. And all right. So you guys can see the PowerPoint. Give me a thumbs up if you can see it. I can see some of your faces, things. So it was really, really cool. Okay. Obviously we had a good time. So we're going to move right now into some of the announcements and what we experienced there. Had a great time. It was awesome seeing Ben. It was awesome seeing Paul. Dr. Lorette was there. I saw Mark. We got Mark Conley in there the last day. And then obviously a lot of other people came in from out of town. They got some cool banners that they had there. We took some pictures with that I thought were kind of fun. I like these. Those will be available shortly for purchase.
Yep.
I think, obviously eventually here, we're going to be able to do meetings and stuff like that. I think we're just about out of that. And I took this picture. I thought it was really cool of the group. Okay. But I wanted to show you guys this video in case you haven't seen it. People being diamonds. That guy's a madman. God loves my clothes. All right, you like that? That's kind of cool. I wanted to put that together. I took as much video footage as I could, obviously, because I wanted you guys to have a chance to experience some of it. It is obviously not the same as being in person, right?
Definitely.
We've been to a lot of events in our career. And Tom, do you have a question? Hold on one second. I think I gotta unmute you. Okay, go ahead. Say it.
I just had a question about that video where people are coming in the door. Who's coming in and who's welcoming them?
Okay,
We don't
great
know who those
question.
people are.
Okay, great question. So it was the not the VIPs, but basically people who had like managing director and corporate director ranks. So they were the higher ranked individuals, and the speakers were there. So there's probably about 20 of us that lined the sides. So it's about 10 and 10ish right there. And then everybody was out in the hallway waiting to get in. And so when we opened the doors, we all thought, hey, this would be really cool to line up and do that. And some people were like, should we shake hands? Should we high five? What do we do? Because of all the kind of.
And they said just leave it up to them what they feel comfortable
What
with.
they-
Everybody was high fiving and doing
Yeah,
everything.
so it was awesome. It was so much fun to get to see everybody in person again. I mean, it was great, and it was just fun. We had a great time, and everybody did a great job. So
It looked like a good time.
yeah, it was. All right, so who's ready for some major largest promotions the company's ever done? Raise your hands. Okay, good. I see some hands raised. Perfect. I know some of you guys can't see what I see. I see some people over here. Okay, so take some notes, screenshot if you need to. However, this is in your back office. Okay, this is in your back office. On the dashboard, you'll see, if you scroll down, you'll see text. You can click on it and it will open up all of the details, just so you know that. All right, drum roll, please. Like in Christmas Vacation, remember when you're getting ready to do the lights?
Yes.
All right, enough of the nonsense. So, okay, first thing, this is really cool. If you enroll, so a brand new person, or if you're already in and you upgrade with a purchase of the $600, the company will give you an additional 50% in product. All right, so how cool is this? So what this means is that when you join, so when you get in, if you get 600, they're going to give you another $300 worth of product in addition to that. And you will see that the thing that they added to this promotion is your sponsor will also get that product. So if you sponsor somebody, yeah, you will. So if you sponsored somebody, they came in at the 600, they would get 50% product extra in addition, and you would get 50% product in addition. Okay. All right. Next part of this is if somebody comes in at the 1800 package, you're going to get an additional 75% in product, which is huge. And the sponsor is going to get 75% in additional product. And then the granddaddy of them all, probably the biggest one, is if you enroll or upgrade with a purchase of the 3000, the diamond package, you will get an additional 100% in product when you place your order. Okay, so you're going to get your sponsor, and your sponsor will also get that 100%. Okay, so it's a phenomenal deal. So it's basically like a 3-to-1 deal if you think about it, what they're doing. Okay, now at the very bottom of this page, you see it says total cost comes out to be $1 for one pack. Based on how they have to take the orders, even though it says 100% in product kind of thing, they still charge you $1 per box. Okay,
and that's a European thing.
So it's a European thing that they have to do that, and it's just easier on the programming. So, and that includes even the premier products, the ones that are like $80, you can still get those for $1 as well.
That's right.
Real quick, because it's on the top of my head, is if you sponsor somebody and you are due to get product, it will be credited to you in your back office. So you will see a credit. So what will happen is when you go in to make your order, You'll click on order just like you're normally going through. And when you click on any product, it will take you to the next page and it will show you at the very bottom what you are eligible for. So if you're eligible for 3,000, you're going to get all that 3,000, and then boom, that's one order. If you sign 2 people at Diamond, you would have another package of 3,000 in there, and so on. Okay, so I know it shouldn't be too confusing, but just there, that's where it's at in the back office. Okay, now I wanted to go into here. This is what it looks like in your back office. If you are not currently at Diamond, any orders that you do, you're going to see, since I'm already a Diamond, I do not have a status button right here. You want to make sure that you always click status, then then go through the process. If you're already a Diamond, anything you do from here on out, every time you buy product, you might as well just click activity, unless you want to get the same product every single month on the same day. Okay, so you only need the qualification monthly of either 40, 60, 80, that, and so on, based on your rank. Okay, so real simple. And then in the back office homepage, you can see it right there. You want to make sure that you have your order in, and you want to make sure you don't have red no's on there. You want green yeses. Okay.
Okay, so the promotion is amazing, and that goes till Wednesday.
Thank you. I forgot to say that.
Wednesday at midnight.
It goes. Yeah, it's like it'll be
the 31st.
Wednesday the 31st, but I don't think it's not going to be like a midnight our time. It'll be like a 6 p.m. or something, because it's they do it, I think, based on Russian time. So you want to make sure that you have that taken care of. Russian time.
Tom's laughing at you.
I don't know what Russian time is, but you know what I mean. But if you click on login, understand that when you're in the back office, if you want to know what comes in one of the kits, you just go in there like you're placing an order, and if you click on read more, it'll open a new tab, and you can see exactly that. So think about this for a second right here. A $3,000 Diamond kit gets you all of these products. That's 75 boxes, which is a $4,800 value. Okay, so you would be getting $8,000, almost 8,000, almost $9,000 worth of product total if it was all wholesale for this promotion, and your sponsor would be too. Okay, the other thing you got to remember is, if you're going to do this as a business, having the extra product you can use obviously yourself to do sampling and to build your business, but don't forget that you can run your own promotions. Like if you get in and you get a Diamond pack, okay, for the 3,000, and you get $9,000 worth of product, somebody you're talking to, it's an incentive. They can go on and say, hey, if you come in for this, if you come in for the 600 instead of the 400, I'll throw in 3 boxes of ice, which are 80, 80 or whatever it might be, or 60, 60. If you come in with this, right, because the sponsor is going to get right now too, if you're going to get extra, like I've already had a couple people upgrade, and so I've got more product coming in. When I joined, I got a promotion similar to this, so now I can run promotions with people.
Well,
and that kind of thing.
And I also like the fact this encourages me to not just give them 3 or 6, but share a box with somebody. If you have a product for 30 days and someone's got a real product for 30 days, they are going to see better results than if they just took a sample.
Right.
So it's a great opportunity to share more than just 3 or 6.
Because I'll give you that. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
We were taught in the company I told you guys we made 7 figures in. We were taught that was that juice company, and 4 bottles, only 4 bottles in a case was $145. And we were taught to buy 2 cases each month, 4 to drink and 4 to give away. So we were giving out $40 basically $40 of bottles to one person.
I wasn't good at sharing that.
She hated it. She couldn't stand trying to give a bottle away.
That's too much.
It was too much, but people did that. That's what we were taught, is to give away a $40 bottle. Well, with a promotion like this, if you upgrade, these are costing you hardly anything because you're just building your business. Because if you gave out all the boxes that you have, that would be 150 boxes of product.
Right.
I guarantee you somebody's basically getting in.
Mhm.
Okay. I mean, it's almost impossible not to work the numbers because the product works that well. Okay. All right. So let me move on to a couple things here with the comp plan. Because I got new people on here, I want to make sure you understand this. Anytime you enroll somebody at a go kit at 100, 200, 400, or 600, this is the percentage you will be paid. This is what you would earn. Okay, so you know what this slide means. Same thing with the VIP package. If somebody comes in at the 1800, you make 20%, which is 360. And if you so think about this, if you sign up a diamond right now, you will get $4,000 worth of product and a $600 bonus. Okay, think about that. Think what you can do. You have to start thinking, if you want to make money in this thing, think like a business person. I mean, it's crazy, right? Okay, and the other benefit of obviously being the diamond is in the dual team, the binary or the ninary, depending. But most of us are going to have a binary for quite some time, just two legs. You earn the 30% if you're at VIP or diamond. Okay, there's no reason ever to leave money on the table. Okay, and the other thing too is, how well did they treat people that were at diamond status at the corporate event?
They got all the perks that were available.
At the big events, I promise you, they will cater to the people that are at diamond status.
I mean, just the training that was just on.
That's right. We had the first night was diamonds
amazing.
only, and we had quite a few people there for that. So you got to do what it takes to get the diamond. Matching bonuses, we're not going over that right now. And the unilevel, one more perk is right here. Instead of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 through 6 levels, you're getting 10% across the board on repeat orders. So any brand new first orders that come in, pay out in the fast start or the binary. So anything after that, any orders after that person does is your unilevel. That's where that comes from. Just so you know. Okay. All right. So how many of you guys would like to know how to make $5,000 monthly? Raise your hand. In passive residual income. Passive residual income. Okay. I am not making income claims. I am not guaranteeing things. Your results are going to vary. That is my disclaimer. You guys are smart enough to understand this. I have built multiple dual team compensation plans in my career over the last 15 years. And I've done it very successfully, and it's always worked because it's just a law of large numbers. But if you have a simple strategy and you can teach it, it will start to create exponential growth. But you have to have a realistic expectation that it will take time. If you are on here to make money, you have to be realistic that you're going to have to be slightly patient, that this is not going to happen next month. That you have to give a business like this. Sorry, Tom, I saw your reaction. You are disappointed that it won't happen next month. But you're going to have to take the time. So what I tell you is this. You have two legs. You have a left side and a right side, a left leg and a right leg. Regardless if you have spill, what we call somebody in your upline, put somebody in your organization or not, I would tell you always to follow this methodology of the 5x5 plan, meaning you put 5 people down your left side and 5 people down your right. And there's a purpose and a reason for this, okay? One, you don't know the relationships your upline has with anybody that may have been spilled in your organization. If something ever happens and that person leaves or whatever and takes 20 of those people out of those legs, but you thought it was a runaway leg because you just sat back and let spill happen, you don't have a business. You know what I'm saying? So by structuring it there, and even if your 5 people or even 5 people that are in your biggest leg, even though you think you might not be making the dual team money on the lesser leg volume, the check match makes up for it. Because if you can put people in both legs, just down, 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 you will do that. Now, let me ask you this. If all you had to do, if I told you, if I could almost practically, hypothetically guarantee you that if you put 10 people down your, or 5 people down your left and 5 people down your right, in 6 months, you would be making $5,000 a month, would you or would you not go after that? Isn't that something that's fairly realistic to put into your heads?
Yes.
Because here's what typically happens is, of those 5 you put on the left and of those 5 you put on the right, eventually somebody's going to go, this makes sense to me. I've been on quite a few Zooms. I enjoyed that. I like the culture here. I like the community. And that person, somebody on your left leg starts doing it. And then maybe one of the people on your right leg starts doing it. And then another person starts doing it. And another person starts doing it. And another. And now these people that have come in on a month or 2 months later start doing it. And those people 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 start doing it. 5 by 5. That is something everybody is capable of doing. And if you think about it, if everybody just focused on that, if you only said, hey, in the next 12 months, I'm going to have 5 down my left and 5 down my right, and everybody did that, if you do that power of 1 I've gone through 100 times or 1,000, you'll see those numbers will go 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, 5, 12, 1,024, 2,048.
Wow, that's really good.
Thank you. I've said it a handful of times. But this is what's so powerful about this is you can, if you get in and you say, here's my goal. I need to create structure first. Need to create structure first. Don't chase the money too early in the game. Don't chase the money too early in the game because you'll be disappointed. You have to chase, if you want a business, you have to lay a foundation first. Good stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's smart. Thank you. You have to lay a foundation first. You don't try to erect a skyscraper on sand. You have to build the foundation, then your skyscraper goes up. But how long does it typically take the skyscraper foundation to be built? Probably 3 or 4 times longer than for the skyscraper to go up. It's the weirdest thing. But it can't sustain the weight and it can't go up and move fast until the base is there.
So how do they build the base?
You build the base by using the rapid funnel, using the tools, inviting people to watch presentations, inviting people to sample product. If you sample a product, if you sample somebody a product, that creates a conversation. A conversation creates an invitation to look at something more. Period. It's just a simple thing. Travis Flaherty does a great training. You can look him up on YouTube. I can't remember I think I posted it in Papa Drop even, if you look at the video section, okay? But here's the thing. You give yourself a significant advantage to get money in this thing if you upgrade to diamonds, okay? I just went through my group and I was looking to see who had already done diamond in just a very short period of time I was in. Ron and Pamela Anderson. Sherry Trovinger's already did the diamond. Dave Bradbury did it last night. He called me. He just texted me, said, hey, I upgraded. Rick and Gene Williams, right? They were actually, I think, their very first people that joined as diamond. And they're putting people in. They're getting products out there. People are giving them testimonies. Ben and Stacy. Now, Ben, no.
Oh.
Your wife's name is Stacy, isn't it? It is. It's not a Stacy, is it?
No, it is Stacy, Sacey.
Wow.
I looked because I didn't want to misspell it right.
Stacy.
Yeah,
Okay.
so Stacy, got it. I was just making sure I didn't spell it wrong. Got it. Brad Schmeets, diamond. Okay. You know what this because here's the thing too is by being a diamond, it helps people recognize who the leaders are in the group, who's taking this serious. So if you have questions, you can reach out to them. You know who I know who to work with. Like I know who's really made a commitment. Okay, Sean and Cinnamon Larkin. Okay, diamonds. This is what it takes. This is the kind of the commitment. We're building a business here. You don't have to do diamond to do a hobby. Trust me. Okay, Suzanne Parker. She may or may not be on here still because I know she got grandkids all over the place. Tom and Marianne Hinton. Right, great picture by the way. That's a good picture. I couldn't find a new one with the stash. I like that one instead. So sorry. Joe Fertoni. Joe, I don't know your wife's name and I couldn't find it on a photo. So I put it on there. Paul and Tanya. And this is the second slide because I spelled your last name wrong on the first one. I'm glad I caught it before I put it up there. Boom.
It's actually Tanya, Tan.
Ah, did I do it? Did I do it now? Mother scratcher.
It's too hard. It's too hard.
I was so close. All right. Well, you should.
No big deal.
That's fine. I'm sorry. Oh man, I was this close to being smart. Oh well. Okay. Last couple things because I want to open it up after this. But here's some stuff that I think will help you. Okay. So your plan is simply 5 on your left, 5 on your right. Very, very simple. 5 on your left, 5 on your right. But people build, this has been ingrained in me, and I've taught this, and Stacy's taught this, is people build to the level of their belief. And the chart here is basically the one is, this is a scam. I hate everybody. You guys all should go away. 10 is, I am unstoppable. I believe I can walk on water. This is where I get it. I'm fully engaged. Okay. I think there's some core things that you have to ask yourself. So I'm giving you homework right now to write this down if you don't mind. Do it on your phone or do it on here because this will help me and Stacy coach you. Okay. If you want results, just follow some simple instructions. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being I have 0 belief, 10, I am all in. I totally get it. This is incredible. Based on the product, where do you see it? And you can be honest. If you've taken 1 box of ice and you got a stomach ache, you're probably at a 2, right? So your belief's not there to talk about this product, but we can find things that will help you. There are videos, there are trainings and stuff. Okay, so the first thing you want to address is on a scale of 1 to 10, where is your belief? Because you'll notice the number 5 is the dark line. At all times, you should try to keep yourself above the 5. Okay, above the 5 is where success lies, just to be honest, okay? The next thing is the company. If you don't believe in the company, you don't believe in the owners, if you don't believe in the integrity, the credibility, if they know what they're doing, the vision, yeah, great one. The vision, then you need to know that because all these components don't work separately. They have to work in concert with each other. This is an orchestra, right? Okay, you got to get them all to flow together correctly. The next thing is the industry. Stace, it is now your time to speak in longer terms because you had tears in your eyes, you said, about somebody you heard talk.
Well, first of all, the industry, network marketing, a lot of people, that's a holdup for them because, maybe they're ashamed of it. One thing someone said was, when you got into the business, did you shout it to the world or did you keep it like a pet rock and not tell anybody that you were in it? And maybe, maybe you've been beat down before about network marketing and it's one of those things and you just kind of you're like a little bit ashamed maybe of it. That's a problem. You have to be proud. You have to actually, overcome that in order to move forward because the first thing most people say is that one of those things. Why don't you like those things? Yes or no, you have to be able to overcome that objection and be proud of it. But what you were talking about, there was a speaker, Dale Calvert, who he is a legend in this industry. I know you can look up his YouTube videos. And first of all, when I saw him, I was like, I know Dale Calvert. But he got up and spoke on stage. And, I was just like, okay, another speaker. He's going to be really good. Da, da, da. But about halfway through the presentation, he started talking and I just got so emotional because what he was saying is, we've been doing this for 20 something years, and he started talking about what has happened to our industry. It's not like it used to be. It's changed. It's changed a lot, but
I want you to talk so they can see us all.
okay.
Keep
So,
going.
what's happened to the industry? He was basically saying, he didn't really care for what the industry had come to. He was saying it was
just churn and burn. People had not treated it like a business.
Yeah, like a rah-rah show. And for people who haven't even really accomplished anything, high-fiving everywhere and staying on auto ship
Everything
just
was
one more
hype.
month.
Yeah, that was okay. That was a great. I'm so glad you said
Yeah.
that. I knew you would remember some of these things that I was going to forget. Is when he talked about keeping on auto ship. What was crazy is he was in the very first networking company I was in was a long distance deregulation company called Excel back in the mid 90s.
Right.
And they were asking a question. Actually, it's in that training that I posted about, people being influencers and stuff. And I remember it wasn't influencers I ever followed. It was people that inspired me. But I remember the fact that I didn't buy into network. I didn't buy into network marketing because I wanted people to be on auto ship. I literally bought into the dream of being a millionaire, making millions and millions.
We used to talk about making millions all the time. That was the only reason we were in. He had that.
He had a
Kentucky
swang to him.
draw. And I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, that's all we used to. I mean, it would drive us. We would wake up in the morning. We would just be like, we're gonna be millionaires. We're gonna. Just that thinking big. And I started thinking, what has this come to? It's just, we need to get back to the romantic love of this industry.
Right.
And
because here's the thing is, it's hard. It's almost hard. We don't take it for granted, just so you know. Like Stacy and like when we first started our careers, I was bartending. Stacy was waitressing. That's what we did. And and even when I was doing networking, probably for the first almost 10 years, while I was trying to get my dream going, she had. Do you have all three kids when you're pregnant waitressing?
Yeah.
All three kids. She waitressed during up to 9 months pregnancy, like up to 9 months pregnancy, because she believed in my dream. Which, thank you, I love you.
It was our dream.
It was our dream, but it was just the thought of that.
Yeah.
And now, we're here. We are 23, 24 years later, and
sometimes the dream gets a little cloudy. It's
not always easy.
It's no secret that we've been in several deals, but did you ever? And all of you have too. And it's because you still believe in that dream. You still believe that you can not have to go to work 9 to 5 and have unlimited income and not be bound to just, $20 an hour. And that's all you can ever make,
I'm 100% unemployable. Like I can't even fathom.
Well, the point is that I don't care if we've been in a few things. The things that we tried, they for whatever reason, they weren't going to go. And so sometimes you have to be smart and move to the thing that is. And when you find it, and that's what there you go. That's good. That's what I got out of this.
Because like back to the belief, and I'll finish that
because we're on network marketing,
but we're on network marketing, but this is something that has to be hit home. You have to remember, people that criticize this industry can't pay their bills in most cases. Like 99% of the people that I see that have ever criticized, first off, they ain't paying your bills, so you shouldn't be taking advice from them.
Right.
And secondly, they're not paying their own bills, and they're working jobs that they don't like in most cases, for people they don't get along with, to have no time whatsoever. like because of network marketing, and I said this on stage at another conference that I was talking, I said, you know, I basically achieved my major dream because I got one boy left in the house. I've got my daughter who's 23, who's married, 21-year-old son, and an 18-year-old son. And my goal, our goal was to raise a good family. And it takes money to do that, obviously, right? And we wanted to homeschool our kids. We wanted to control our shots, do what we could do. And because of network marketing, because of it, was it hard? It basically, there were the times when we just, it was worth it. It was worth it. We didn't, how many practices did we miss? None, hardly. Four. We didn't miss hardly any games in all the years that they played sports. Hardly missed any games. Went to every event, got to sit during practices.
But we still want to make the millions
We,
too.
yeah, I mean, we've done good.
And all of you do as well.
We've done good, but it comes down to this, the industry itself has a bad rap, but I think there's going to be a shift. I think a company like
Yeah.
this can make that shift of doing something completely different that helps people get to where they need to be. Okay. All right. So we back on the screen. You guys can see my screen again. Give me a thumbs up.
So
if you
be
can see it.
proud of network marketing.
Be proud. Okay. So what I'm saying here is this. It is my job as your quote unquote leader is if you have doubts of any of if the product, the company, or the industry, if your belief level is not above a 5, you need to tell me. And then I will get you resources. I will put you in contact with people that will get that level of belief to where it needs to be. And here's the biggest one. You ready? Self-belief. That's probably one of the biggest things is believing in yourself that one, you're capable, and probably two, you're worthy and deserve it.
I like that.
Okay. That you're worthy and deserve it. Because you can have a false sense of humility and a false sense of pride and not wanting to succeed. There's people that shun success subconsciously because they're afraid of what their friends will think. But I'm going to give you a truth there is I think what I love about network marketing is it attracts typically the people that are the biggest givers and have the most hearts towards people. And what I've learned over the years is it's easier to get stuff done with money than it is without.
And what causes people to lose the self-belief? Somebody spoke on stage and said something about, you know, you start out in the business or you do the business and you get shot down. And then the next day you get shot down again and you're up and you're ready to go and you get shot down. And what are all those things? Those are all outside of yourself. Every single thing.
Oh, yeah.
Every single thing that caused you to be negative or get down.
Were outside influences.
Outside external
influences
Yes.
versus being internally directed.
Yes.
Right?
Like making that decision no matter what, and then be ready for that. But that's not going to change who you are or what you believe.
I mean, the Bible itself says, I know the plans I have for you to prosper you and not to harm you, to give you a good future and a good hope, right? To prosper you and not to harm you. So it's people that will try to drag you down because it's kind of that dumb story of, I forget what kind, I think it's sand crabs or whatever. Like if you put a bunch of crabs in a bucket, that if one tries to escape, the other ones reach up and try to pull it down, which is not logically makes sense, but it is what it is. And that's where people are. I had to take the time, not the time, a ton of time. I mean, it doesn't stop in self-belief because with self-belief becomes once you start to believe in yourself, other people will believe in you.
And how do you,
and that's how leadership is born, really.
But how do you get self-belief? Like, I think I was just thinking of that. And I think if you don't really have it, what the Bible says that faith comes by hearing. So it's
be transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Well, you know, whether or not you write your things down. I am this. I'm a money magnet. I'm strong. I'm whatever. And when you get weak, you read it, you see it, you play it in your ear, and sometimes you have to work on yourself before you can give out. And if you're not there, you need to make that commitment to yourself to work on yourself.
Right. So anyhow, I don't want to take forever with you guys because I could go on this for a while.
Yeah, it's
But I think
7:48.
I think they're really important aspects that if you have belief in these 4 core areas, consider them kind of pillars of a table. Okay. If you consider these pillars of the table, like take a screenshot of that or just remember what it looks like and write it down. But they're the pillars of your business right here is what they are. Okay. This is what will keep you up and running to get those 5 and 5 in a nutshell. Because if you start listening to the right things on the industry, on the company, on leadership and personal development and products, it will just get you to where you need to be.
Right.
Okay. All right. So let me get out of the full screen there and see my face, see peeps' faces again. Did you guys get something out of that? Yes. I'm going to go gallery view so I can see everybody's faces. Awesome.
There's Tony. Hi, Tony.
Hi, Tony.
Here's David.
Dave Jones. I see some more people
There's
on here.
Mel.
Hi, Tasha. I know you're on here. You're probably busy. I got lots of faces. Brad,
Kim
everybody.
and Kim.
Perfect. Thank you guys for being on here. Didn't my wife do an amazing job as usual? I know she hates it when I say that, but I like to give her kudos that she does that because we've been doing this forever, like I said, and it's fun. And obviously I'd rather you guys look at her than me half the time anyhow. You can see I totally married up. So it's not even close, literally too, because she's much taller than me, but that's all good.
Well, I was telling him
I can walk into a room with confidence though.
All right. Are you done?
Yes.
Okay. I was telling him I wanted to, be a bigger part of the business after going, which he was very excited about. So I'm here to help you guys. And I'm really looking forward to getting in the ditches with you and
Let me, I'm going to put your cell phone down here. In case you guys don't have my wife's cell phone. I'll put it in the chat, okay? And then that way you can have it. That's Stacy's, S-T-A-C-Y.
You guys can text me. Sometimes you can't get a hold of Mike. If you have questions about stuff, I'm good at the administrative things, auto ships, those kind of things. If I don't have the answer, I'll find it for you.
Yeah, so we got some plans on that too as well. Hey, Ben, I see you got your computer unmuted. You were out of the conference. Tell everybody what you got out of it. Give me a couple of takeaways.
Yeah, it was pretty incredible. Dale Calvert killed it. I mean, all the speakers pretty much did a really, really good job, including you, Mike. I mean, you guys did an awesome job. The company's real. I mean, it really is real. This thing's gonna just go absolutely bananas. I mean, when I came in about 3 weeks ago, a month ago, somewhere in there. I kind of wish I would, I waited for the product and then I took the product, but I am sold on the product now. Now I just got to go get the business now. You know what I mean? But anybody that I talk to, they know that the project is good because I am 100% convinced, and I know they can tell that. I just know that. But
hey, give just real quick. We got new people on here that have never heard your testimony. Just real quick, but not too detailed. We're not making claims, medical claims, or anything like that, or prescribing anything. Give them just your personal testimony.
Yeah. So I was born with cerebral palsy on my left side. Thank God it was just a minor case. But I don't have much manual dexterity in my left hand and left arm and left foot. I get restless leg syndrome, and that's just the nerves moving around, but it keeps me up late at night all the time. And I have a prescription that I can take, but I've never even taken one. So I've been looking for products, and I'm always looking for products that'll help me naturally because I'm just a natural. That's all I take is natural. I took this the first couple of days, I really didn't notice anything, but then I told my wife that I've been sleeping, hard all night long. She knows this, and it's just continually. So I take one every single night.
It's the relax, right?
Yep. It's the relax. And I take, a little bit of the, different ones, but the Relax for me is by far, if you have anybody that has restless leg syndrome or can't sleep at night, get them on this product. If they need to call me, have them call me. I'll talk to anybody. I'll help you guys. I'll do whatever I need to do. But we all can get this thing done. And with these two guys here, Mike and Stacy, I mean, they're here for us, you guys. We got to take advantage because there's not a lot of companies that you have two people like this in your organization willing to help you anytime they're available. And I just appreciate you both, and I appreciate everything about this company. I mean, it's just, I mean, it's knockout.
Awesome. Thanks, Ben. I appreciate that.
Your level of belief is just like, wow. I mean, you're like how we are now.
It took a long time to find a product like this, you guys. I literally would stay up all hours of the night, night after night after night after night. I mean, this is incredible.
That's awesome. Well, thanks, Ben. I appreciate that. I'm sure everybody got
guys.
something out of that. And speaking of belief level, so Paul Sidak is not a small guy. And I saw him get so fired up that he was coming up and like flexing in front of me. And I started laughing because I was like, is he going to want to fight or what? Does he want to wrestle? I couldn't figure it out because he was like, I'm so jacked right now. Oh my gosh. Like, I was like, what did you do? Paul, you got to share with people, buddy.
Thanks, Mike. Oh my gosh. It was hilarious because I didn't even take any product on it. I was just, we've been around this industry for a while and, just the product, kind of piggybacking Mike or Ben as far as the products, but I went in there with a strong belief anyway. I was like flipping jacked. I was like, we had results with the product with our daughter, my son, myself, and we've tried things for years, 25 years, really nothing's worked, and either I was super healthy or I was dying, one or the other. I don't know, but nothing seemed to work. So I thought I must be healthy then. So, and then we tried, then basically the product has been working, but the biggest thing is from the business side of it. I mean, no claims on income or anything, but just the first month, 5, 6 weeks, there was a comment our commission, did more than that in our last business in a year. So, I was seeing you and I was just spending time, and I got to tell you, it was awesome time, hanging out with Crazy Ben, Mike and Stacy. We had a blast. The freaking company is awesome. I mean, I'm getting jacked again.
That's it. That's the look. That was what I saw.
But I was just so jacked because, when you got a product that works and then you have a compensation that's paying out 63, 64%, and you bust your butt and you're not getting paid on, and all of a sudden you're like, dang, that's pretty cool. Then there's another like, dang, that's even better. And just knowing that I believe our belief is just high on this. And I think I haven't seen anything like this. And, I honestly tell people the story. I just did one today. And I just says, we've come to different products, different companies. I'm telling you, there's something here. There's definitely something here. I know we've had stuff, but you know what? I really believe what we have here is unbelievable. So.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Also, Mike and Stacy, I can't wait for you to get that video out. I watched it today, the one that you copied, but at the end of it, it talked about, is it the Grow that was the #1 supplement of the year?
Yeah.
The immunity.
I didn't even know that.
#1 immunity supplement of the year.
Yes.
Didn't know that.
So when I listened to that, just not having been at the event, I was like, wow, that totally caught my attention, and was like, that was just another belief for our family as well.
Sure.
And the last quick thing is that I've worked a lot of this stuff on my own. And I know Mike and Stacy, we've talked to you guys before. It's a blessing to have my wife work with me and just to even have that belief. And just, not that we didn't, but she said, Paul, you just run with it. She's just as excited. And it's so cool to have her on board with it. Kind of like the old X company we were with before. So
that's great.
We did well as a team, and she does a lot of things that I don't do well on, and it's a great piggyback to each other and a compliment. So
that's awesome. Awesome, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome. It was definitely great to see you guys out there for
It
sure.
was so fun.
It was so much fun. All right. So what I want to do is I'm going to kind of close it down because my son is about to get here and I haven't seen him in a couple of weeks, my 21-year-old. And I got to spend some dad time with him, which is awesome. But here's what I'm going to I'm going to give you guys some marching orders. Figure out where your belief level is. Write it down on a piece of paper of your structure of 5x5 because you want to build your structure. Okay. And then if you haven't upgraded, I would highly recommend that you do it. I mean, if you really truly want something significant to happen and special to happen, you got to take risks. That's the one thing I learned. I actually just posted a video on my YouTube channel from a training I did. This probably was 5 years ago. I just happened to find the audio of it. It was a CD and it was called Do Today What Others Won't. So if you go to Mike Healy on the YouTube channel, I just posted it today. It was like five, tracks, 5 tracks on a CD. And one of them says, it was a business conference I taught at that I was doing it for. And one of them was risk. Okay. About risk, because this is a product that even if you have to consider a lot of the stuff that you do in this type of business as an investment. And like I said before, you shouldn't, this early in the game, you don't chase the money. You chase the structure, you chase the mentorship, you chase the community, you chase the culture, and all of those other things will be added unto you, right? To take a little Bible verse there and weave it in there. But that's the thing is if you seek out those things that make the most sense, that other stuff will come and it's a byproduct of those things that you have to do in the process. And specifically, learning, becoming better as a person, getting a better education, staying plugged into the team.
Just stay plugged in.
I'm telling you, stay plugged in. It's just like a raging fire and an ember. Okay. An ember close to the fire stays hot. If you pull an ember out and it sits by itself, it dwindles and goes out.
Yep.
It's the same thing with people in this business. Okay. That's why I always promote events. I always try to do Zooms on a regular basis and so on. Just so you guys know, I'm also not too busy to do Zooms for you. If you got somebody that you want me to talk to, I'll do it. And I want you to listen closely to this. I don't care if your person signs up with you or not. It's more important that you took the activity and did it, and you watched and heard the presentation again.
And you get better and better every time you do it.
You hear it over and over and over again. So if you think about that, if I do 2, 3, 4 with you, with your prospects, maybe none of them will get in, but you've just heard it 3, 4, 5 times, and all of a sudden, boom. Because those are the kind of times I would say that the process is going to be very simply this. We're going to show them the new video through the rapid funnel, follow up with some stuff, and invite them to do a Q&A call with your upline kind of thing. I mean, that's probably going to be the MO, and do a full-blown presentation. I mean, that's really how I envision this thing going. And then obviously we do these trainings and so on. So you guys all good? Anybody got any questions?
Can I add something else real quick in there?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, it just popped in my head that we had an opportunity because there were, a couple hundred people there at the event. And I had a chance to talk to just about all the leaders, all the way to, who had been in the industry for a long time. One of the things that was very consistent, and I can feel it, I haven't been part of like the trips and stuff, but just the owner and what is going on with every single one of them said the same thing. They've never been part of a company and an owner that's treated them so well at every level on everything that they've done and everything that they've been part of. Every single one of them, they were all separate conversations. Wow. And I just said, hey, what was different? And they're like, we've been around for 10 years, 15 years, 10 years, or 12 years, 20 years. And all of them said the same thing. Guys, there's something really cool here. And I believe my belief is skyrocket just because of talking to them, being at the event, just believing where this is going and just going with it. So
awesome.
Thank you. Good input. Awesome. All right, you guys good to go?
Yep.
All right.
Get into your back office, go upgrade, make that happen.
Tony has some.
Get some product. Did anybody have a question?
I have a question.
Hold on
Did
one
they say
second,
anything
Tom. Let me
about-
get Tony. Go ahead, Tony.
Did they say anything about international expansion?
Yes, they actually spoke about that. They'll probably by Wednesday start dropping some stuff on international expansion. They, in fact, I'm gonna probably be on the phone with Nancy and talk to her about the stuff that's happening international, because I think they have another shipping company that's coming in that will allow them to go to these markets quicker as well. Because there was a market that I've been wanting to hopefully open up, and they told me it was going to open up. So I can get you the details on it, and we can talk with Cowrie on that too. Cool.
That's great. Thanks.
All right.
I
Cool.
gotta run.
Yeah. All right. Bye, Stacy.
Bye.
Tom, you had a question? Hold on one second. I can't hear you. Try it again. Nope, still on. Let me ask. You're still muted. Unmute yourself. I still can't hear you. Can you guys? I can't hear you. You guys can't hear him, can you? Somebody else say something to me.
You hear me?
Huzzah!
I can hear you, Chris. I heard Tony. Maybe type your question in, Tom. I don't know why I can't hear you. I could hear you a minute ago.
He's muted. He has to unmute.
I know
himself.
but on my end, I'm looking at it. It says it's unmuted.
Huh.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah. Hey, Chris.
Anybody, any new products coming out?
Okay, so Sergey could not get into the United States directly, so he flew, I think, to Panama, and then they couldn't go from Panama to the United States, so he flew to Mexico and couldn't get into the United States. And they do have a new product that they're going to bring out, but he wanted to be the person that dropped it on us, so they just held off on it. So yes, but no. So that's all you get.
Thanks,
All
brother.
right. Let me see. Did you figure it out yet, Tom? I don't think you did. That's all right. All right, Ralph, you got a question, Ralph? Unmute yourself real quick, Ralph. Do you know how to do that?
Okay, now can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Quick question for the person that can't or won't commit to 3,000 right away. What's the time period for them? I know they can gradually qualify as diamond. What's the scenario there?
90 days. Basically, have 90 days, and you just keep adding to your status. So if you put in $600 worth of order on your first order, and then next month you put in a 600, you want to just click status so that it adds to your status. And then, the next order might be the 1800, and then you're a diamond.
And then after the 90 days, do you start over? Is it another 90-day period? How's that work?
I'm not 100% sure on that, to be honest. Somebody else asked me that today. I did not have an answer.
Thank you.
Yep.
Hey,
Anybody
Mike,
else?
one quick question.
Yeah.
All right, sorry to interrupt somebody. I know that the promotion with the personal volume that we're talking about, when you have people that do an upgrade or they sign up and you as the sponsor get that product, does that part, and that's a different kind of deal going on with the steps on that other promotion with the PV, you need 500 PV for that. Does that count towards the product, that extra product you get? Would that count for it? No, it's got to be your own other than that free product.
Correct. Oh, and by the way, you got to read in the back office there of the rest of the promotion. You can get the corporate director way easier right now during this time frame. That it's to get the corporate director, you need 12,500 in volume. Okay, and that's usually in your pay leg. But right now, they are saying you can use the volume of both your legs. As long as but you can't have you can't just have 12,500 in spill volume, or somebody in your upline dropped all these people under you and that qualify you. they still want you to have 1,000 in volume on your lesser leg. So if you do that, you're a corporate director, and they give you a lot of extra bonuses for that. Like at events, they take care of corporate directors. You move up in the check match levels, that kind of thing. So it's another incentive that you can go out there to do that. Cause I know some of you have some good stuff on your, one leg, and you just need to put some people on your other leg and you'll be good to go. But don't let this clock tick down. Today's what, the 29th? So, I mean, we're like 48 hours you have to get somebody in. They're going to get, so if they came in at diamond, they're going to get their package like normal, an additional diamond pack, and you would get a diamond pack. Okay. You can do whatever you want with your diamond pack. Okay. You can keep it yourself. You can give it to them. You can sample it out. You can run your own promotions down the road, that kind of thing. So just, be creative, be a leader, that kind of thing. Are we good? Are we good? Everybody go ahead and unmute yourselves real quick. I want everybody to say goodbye to me. Except for Tom.
Bye,
I
Mike.
can't hear you anyhow.
Good job,
See you later,
Mike.
Bye,
Mike.
Mike.
Thanks,
Bye,
Mike.
Mike.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank
All right, I
you.
appreciate
Yeah,
you guys.
Appreciate you.
Thank you,
Hey,
Mike.
Ben. See you, buddy.
You too, Stacy.
All right, thanks. I'll tell her you guys said goodbye.
Okay.
Yep, tell Stacy.
Awesome. All right,
Take care,
guys. Talk
guys.
to you. Appreciate you.
Yep.